Okay. I think we're live. It feels like it's been a long week without me wanting to call Mariners baseball. Well, as luck may have it, the one time I don't stream, or at least one of the games that I can't stream, we just so happened to completely blow out the Tampa Bay Rays in the series finale. So that was fun. That was fun to not say, multiple home runs in the game. So, a damn shame that was. But we're here for the second half of the season, and already hasn't seemed like the Mariners have done much, at least in terms of trading or changing anything. The only thing we have changed is we're going back to a six-man rotation. Whether or not that means piggybacking, I don't know. It is not... I've said it before, it's not... I don't think it's that good that we're going to a six-man because we have one less bullpen arm to work with. Here. So, who knows whether or not things are going to change in the second half of the season, because things honestly need to. We have, 65 games remaining, and to have a chance at playoffs, we maybe need to win 40. We need to seriously pick things up on offense and have a lot more consistent defense for us to even have a chance at the postseason, because right now, the AL West is in shambles, and we need to absolutely pick it up and pass over everyone. As things look right now on today's rotation, unfortunately, Julio is not back. He did do a pregame warm-up today. Hopefully he will be ready for maybe the next two games in the series, and then the next one in the homestand. We have a 6-game homestand. And I did get my settings on OBS a little screwed up. I'm just trying to change it. Yeah, it looks fine. So, the first half of the season, there was quite a bit of promise early on. Even with some offensive inconsistencies, there was still quite a bit to look for. Pitching, at least starting pitching, was overall pretty good. And late relieving was really good. And then, out of nowhere, injuries piled up, and they screwed up everything. We couldn't get any offensive consistency. Defense looked weird. JP started making bad throws, and we kind of got into this groove of being really mediocre when everything in our being says that we are not. We are better than this, and we all know it. But at times you've seen me in this stream, like I can just tell how things are going to go based on previous games. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a brand new feature of Maritime Report streams. Plan to fill out over the course of the games to just see how much Mariners baseball can be. Unless anything on the card says it's by either team, we're usually looking at what the Mariners do on the field. I have a whole bank of events that kind of make up a lot of bingo cards, so not all of them are going to be the exact same. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a fun sort of thing, and I expect quite a few people to keep me up to date if I miss anything. I try not to. Quite a few things I have on this board are like home run robbery by either team, new pitcher after less than an inning. We somehow have 2 straight base hits. Randy gets hit by pitch, obviously. Any of our 7, 8, 9 hitters kind of bail out the rest of the offense. If an ejection somehow happens, we give up 3 leadoff hits in the game. Not challenging a pitch when we should. I do have another one on a different card that says challenging a pitch when you shouldn't. We strike out swing on the most obvious of ball calls. Cal Raleigh, he can swing at a too high pitch. And a lot of others. But the game is beginning right now. As much as I've been frustrated, I'm always going to support my team. Bryce Miller is going to be on the mound to start this series against the San Francisco Giants, who are in a hell of their own in the NL West. All right. Leading off for the Giants is number 1, second baseman Luis Arraez. And they've said play ball. Luis Arraez, Bryce Elridge, Casey Schmidt, Rafael Devers. He's one I'm a little concerned about. Heliot Ramos, Jung Hoon Lee, and some others I wasn't able to get to. Okay, so I'll be here for today's game and Sunday's matinee. But first, we have got to see Bryce Miller do very well. Let's go, Mariners. Trident's up. Let's go. Pitch. First pitch is underway, and it is a ball just a bit inside. Yeah, Miller's great. I'm surprised that none of our pitchers were all-stars. 1-0. This one is fouled, but it looks weird. All right. The 1-1 pitch upstairs. I do have stuff that what the announcer says. Like, announcer says something stupid or stat comes up that has nothing to do with the game. 2-1 pitch is popped up over to third. J.P. Crawford is underneath it. Out number 1. J.P. Crawford playing third today. And of course, I have this going. All right, Bryce Elridge. First pitch, strike down the middle. Does not even look at it. And he's number... Wow, it doesn't even have it on the board. I wish this thing could be updated. He is number 8. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, fouled back. So so last strike, right? Potentially last strike here. I do have a thing that says gives up a hit on the last strike. So if anything on an 0-2 count comes up as a base hit or extra base hit, that'll check that one off the card. And another foul. I do have a free space that does say foul ball. I'll show it to you in a second. Again, I'll wait until the Mariners are at bat. Well, you know what? A foul ball did happen. On a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Nice job, Miller. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Let's check it off. It is our designated free space. A very nice swing and miss. And now up is Casey Schmidt. That is correct. Number is correct. And Schmidt will foul off the first pitch. The 0-1. That's a ball. Barely. I do have a thing that says not challenging a pitch when you should. Yeah, some of these I'm gonna make judgment calls on. If it's something that could have been like really close to being called either way, then I'm not gonna put it on. But if it's way more obvious than that, then yeah, I'm gonna mark it. Or if it's like an egregious call in the 9th inning that we have nothing to lose. Well, it's a 3-1 count, unfortunately. Devers is on deck. The 3-1 pitch, that's a strike. Okay, he looks at that one, so it's a full count. I also have one that says triple-digit fastball from a starter. I'm going to have to really pay attention. The 3-2. Struck him out looking, and I think it's going to be challenged, but I don't think it's going to be overturned. I think it might have clipped the edge. Hold on. Call will stand. Giants will lose their first challenge, and we are out of the inning. 2 strikeouts for Miller. And on the mound is Landon Rope? For the Giants. So for a 1-inning pitch, 2 strikeouts and nothing else. Excuse me. Due up is Crawford, Arozarena, Canzone, followed by Raleigh, Naylor, Young, Raley, Robles, Emerson. I think this is about the best lineup we have when we are taking injuries into account. I think what's going on right now is... Oh, yeah, British Open. Yeah, I made a wager on that, and I'm going to lose it. Um, wasn't the third place game in the World Cup going on? Oh, it's not showing me, I guess. Oh, it's tomorrow. And the first pitch put right in play. Shoot. I don't know if that's going to count as a hard hit ball resulting in an out. I might need to see another one. All right, so first pitch is a 4-3. Well, no, it was more of a ground out. So I'm going to say no on that. If it's more like a hard line out. Randy, first pitch, nearly hits him, but it's a ball. Third place is... What? The Giants challenged it, and the call stands as a ball. So we're not even through the first inning. The Giants have lost both of their challenges. Third place playoff is tomorrow. France versus England. In a rematch of the 7 Years' War. 1-1. Strike looking. What? No way! Randy, you did not just do that. He challenged. You moron! Oh my god, it's gonna happen again. We're gonna be through our second batter, and yet no one's gonna have a challenge. The 1-2 pitch to Randy. Chopped foul. Oh, challenge that. I do have a thing that says strikeout swinging on an obvious ball. Foul ball. 1-2. This one's going to be a chopper over to the pitcher. Out number 2. All right. Canzone represents batter number 3. So Giants are down, have no challenges left. Mariners somehow, Randy somehow challenges again when he's, it was the, third pitch that he saw. Change up outside, ball 1. Sinker, fouled. Oh, dude. Really, Canzone? You swung at that? All right. Pull up the card. Home run! Woohoo! An obvious ball call. Never mind. You got to strike out swing on an obvious ball call. The 1-2. Fouled again. Canzone leads the team with 15 home runs. A massive drop-off from last season. The 1-2. Out. Ball 2. I do have a thing that says out on a 2-0 or 3-0 count. I might change the wording there. I can say the count can get to a 2-0 or 3-0 and we still get out. And it can be multiple strikes after that or just a ground out or just any out. Maybe. I don't know if I could change that. Full count for Dom. He will walk. And now up is Cal. I do have an offer up notification. And two RBI in a single hit. That could be a home run, I guess. 1-0. The first pitch ball. Bases loaded results in one or less runs. Cal lifts one way up there. No, it's fouled. Oh my God, that had the biggest hang time in the world. That's a foul. That is the longest foul ball of all time. Everyone wanted to say fair, but it's not. Cal swings at a too high pitch. No. I might change that to Cal swings and misses at too high a pitch. Ooh, that's a ball. A check swing, and it gets back to the mound. A near home run from Cal, and we strained him. That was a long ass hang time from Cal, and of course it just goes feet to the right. All right. Devers, Ramos, and Lee. Not the right number. All right. He did swing at a pitch that I don't think that was too high. Well, it was just really fast. No one was looking at that. First pitch. Ooh, strike. Looking. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm actually gonna count that one. He did swing at it too high, and even though it was a result, that was actually. It is strike 2 chasing. For Devers. It's an 0-2 count. Ooh. He chases that one. Strike swinging. That is 3 strikeouts already for Miller. I do have one here that says starting pitcher strikes out 8. So I think we're 5 away from that one. All right. Ramos up. Looks at a strike. You 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Elliot Ramos. You 2. Upstairs. So it's no 2 count. If he gives up a hit, that will be a mark on the card. Splitter in the dirt. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Wow, he fell for that one. He struck him out. Wow, that is 4 strikeouts. You're halfway to a mark on the card. Nice job, Miller. All right. First pitch strike looking for. Yep, that's correct. Jung-Hoo Lee. Yo 1. Oh, ropes this, and it's going to be a fair ball into right field for a base hit. A 2-out single. Unfortunate. Willy Adames is now up. Strike swinging. Neil 1. And oh, that's going to be. Oh, that's challenged by Cal. Did that clip the corner? Oh my God, it did. Called a ball and it does get overturned. Cal successfully challenges that. Wow. Nice job. Okay. Using a challenge when we should. The 0-2. Just a bit outside. So it was an 0-2 count. So base hit from the Giants after this, or better. So if Adames gets a base hit, that'll mark something off. Straightaway left field, Randy is gonna get underneath it. Out number 3. The base hit gets stranded. And Josh Naylor's going to get us going in the very next inning. But still, really good inning. 2 more strikeouts. I'll be right back. Due up is Naylor, Young, Rayleigh. I do have a thing on the card that says 2 straight base hits. So hopefully Julio can be activated tomorrow. First pitch strike down below. On other cards, I have Josh Naylor swings at the first pitch. Sinker upstairs. No. The 1-1. Oh, he tries to bunt this one. Foul. And the sinker goes inside, nearly hits Naylor. There we go. The 2-2. Strikes the corner. Called a ball. Can't be challenged by the Giants. Full count. Naylor chop foul. The 3-2. Another foul. Long at bat. 3-2. Hard hit ball. Not really a hard hit ball. I just want to say that it was. But it's a ground ball. Of course, it gets right to Devers. Out number 1. All right, now it's up to Cole Young to get something going. Strike. Ooh, fouled back. Change up. And Young is going to lift this one. Oh, my God. Well hit. Gets right to their third baseman, out number 2. First pitch ball for Rayleigh. Two zero. 2-0 to Rayleigh. 3-0 to Rayleigh. Three zero. Strike one looking. Yeah, I might change that to out after count gets to 2-0 or 3-0. Rayleigh's going to lift this one back to center field. It is going. Right at the fucking wall. God damn it. Well, guess what? And guess what? Resulted in an out. Oh, shoot. It's not. Why is that not updating? Huh? I'll change it in a second. I need to try and figure out why it's not showing up. Okay. Okay, but here we go. Hard hit ball results in an out. And a 3-0 count did result in an out, so that's going to be on the card. Drew Gilbert now up. He would ding things off. Very first pitch, right to Young. Throw to Naylor, out number 1. Nice. I do have a thing that says home run robbery by either team. That was not a robbery. That was just inches from being out of here, but it's whatever. Kavanaugh now up. Drew Kavanaugh, the catcher. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1. Splitter down low. Two one. Make that a 3-1. Three one. Too low. That's a ball. That is not what we want. A 9th man walk. Back to the top of their lineup. Gives up a hit on last strike. No, it has to be a hit. I do have a thing that says gives up a hit on the last strike. Top of the order. Ooh, it's straight looking. A Rice. Had a pop out in the first. Neil 1. And we'll pull this one into right field for a fair ball. Giants are now threatening. They got runners on the corners. This was not what we wanted. This is exactly why we didn't want to walk number 9, because now they're threatening. They are threatening with runners on the corners. Damn it, Miller. Now it's their number 2, Elridge. There is a double play opportunity. First pitch ball. Down and in. Elridge is going to pop this one up to Cole Young. He's going to wait for it. Oh, thank God. It keeps him stranded at third. Perfect. Runners stay put. And now is Casey Schmidt. Come on, Miller. First pitch fell back. The pitch outside, ball one. Come on, Miller. And this one's lifted out to center field. Please. Yes! Robles gets underneath into the warning track. Both of their runners are stranded. Runners are stranded on the corners. Thank God. That could have been absolutely disastrous. Less good of an inning from Miller. Another hit and a walk. Thank God we got out of that without a catastrophe. Robles, Emerson, Crawford. That's who's up. How is the rest of the AL West doing? I think the Rangers were getting blown out. Yes, they did. Wow, 15-1. Nice job, Braves. 7 shutout innings. All right. Still a scoreless game after 3. Victor Robles is going to lead things off this inning. First pitch strike down the middle. Robles, ooh. Fouls this one way left. Foul ball. Houston is currently losing. 0-2 count, and you strike out on the curveball. Not. I think that would have been a ball had he not swung, but that's not obvious. That is not an obvious ball. Now they're talking about Dylan Cease on the broadcast and how he struck out the side in the All-Star game. I don't care. No, so that's the second foul ball for Emerson. Cold Emerson. The 0-2. Upstairs. And Cold is going to ground this one out to second. All right, JP's now up. All right, come on, JP. First pitch strike. Sorry, first pitch ball. A 2-0 count for JP. We already have out on a 2-0 or 3-0. Speaking of 3-0, that's the count right now. And that's a ball. 4-pitch walk. That was a really close pitch. I think it could have gone either way, but it results in a base runner. Randy's been quite a bit hot in the last few games. Hopefully that can continue. Good slash line. First pitch ball. Nearly passed. Swings and misses. So 1-1 count for Randy. Pickoff attempt. Called ball. Can't challenge that one. Two one. Ground ball to their third baseman. Out. So that's another walk stranded. Haven't gotten a hit yet. Due up is Devers, Ramos, and Lee. I do have a thing on the bingo card. It says 3 or fewer hits through 6 innings. Well, we're through 3. We're through 3 innings and we have 0 hits. So yeah, that absolutely sounds like Mariners baseball. Score is 3-2 in the Orioles Astros game. Top of the ninth. Orioles lead. Hopefully they can win. All right. Ooh, a swing and a miss from Devers. Nice job. At the top of the zone, too. Yo, 1. Another swing and a miss on the slider. No twos. Stays put. Foul. I do have a thing on the card for an ejection. It's highly unlikely to ever happen. But you never know with Dan the Man Wilson. The 0-2 upstairs. One, two. He gets him chasing high. Devers strikes out for the second time today. Nice job, Miller. I think that's strikeout number 5, I think. I'll check. I'll check in a second. First pitch to Ramos. Strike 1 looking. You know, 1 pitch to Ramos, a ball. Splitter. The 1-1. Foul. Doesn't chase that one. 2-2 count. Two. Ground ball to Colt. The throw is in time. Nice job. On some of my cards, I do have a mark on the board that says JP. Oh, wait. On this one, I do have a JP bad throw. Jung Hoo Lee, first pitch, ball. Make that a 2-0 count. He did single in his last at bat. They have brought up stats, but they've had something to do with the game. Talking about either like player stats. Ooh, nice strike. Oh, come on. You can't get that one, Cole. It gets into right field again for a base hit. So Jung Hoo Lee has gone on base. He's singled twice. Now Adames. Ball one. One zero. This one's lifted high into foul territory. Too far out of play. All right, the 1-1. Ground ball. Thank God it gets to Naylor quickly. So it's another strikeout from Miller. Canzone, Raleigh, and Naylor are due up. Yeah, that is 5 strikeouts. Can we get some offense, please? So far, no announcer has said anything stupid. Or they haven't brought up they were talking about who's throwing a first pitch at tomorrow's game, and I think it's someone who's had like 5 pitchers. Like, I don't know. They had like exactly 5 pitchers for the whole season. I don't know. I don't know. It has nothing to do with the game. They haven't brought up a stat like that. It's not completely stupid, so I'm not marking anything. What? What? They had the salmon run, and Left Shark was apparently racing alongside everyone. Wow. All right. First pitch ball to who? Canzone? Yeah. Left Shark apparently went in there. Oh Jesus! Yep, I'm calling that one. Goldsmith. Uh, one of them just said that they would want a. First off, that's a ground out on a. Oh wait, that's two. It was a 2-0 count, and that did result in an out. But also, Natsu did say something stupid that he'd want to dress up in a left shark costume to get into the salmon run. I think that was Hyphen that said that. All right. Raleigh first pitch is going to be popped up into foul territory, out of play. The 0-1 to Cal, out. Ball one. Ooh, 1-1, barely outside. Called a ball. Bottom of the ninth in the Astros game. No one on base, one out. Cal pops this one up, and yep, he knows this one is going out. In the frickin' Bermuda Triangle, too. That's a fly out. Come on, Naylor. You've had 2 walks and no hits. First pitch ball on the changeup. Naylor fouls the second pitch. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. So, you know, strike inside. 1-2 count for Naylor. I do have a thing that strikeout swing on an obvious ball. Oh, thank God. He hits this one and gets into left field. A base hit. Oh, my God. It was a chopper. Oh, it was a chopper, and somehow it gets in there, or gets into left field for a base hit. Our first hit of the ball game. If Young can get a hit, then I'll mark something off the card. Oh, no. That infield single for the Astros. Young. Down the line. Foul. And up comes your Dawn for the Astros with a man on first, 1 out. He represents the game-winning run. They could intentionally walk him. It is very possible that they walk him. 0-1 pitch outside. Pickoff attempt. No. Ooh. Up and in on the cutter. Nearly hits Young. Says that he wanted it low. They don't walk Yordan. Well, they don't intentionally walk Yordan. He gave up an infield single. They just got to hope for something weak, but it's Yordan. Young is going to lift this curveball up into shallow center field for a fly out. First hit gets stranded. Of course. Of course it does. So we're almost halfway through this game. Due up is Gilbert, Kavanaugh, and Arise. Bingo card is not looking full. At least not yet. Wow, your Dawn flies out and it keeps Pena at first. Well, it's just a fly out. They're down to their last out. Paredes now represents the game-winning run. That's a near robbery. We went back to the wall. Anyways, first pitch ball to Gilbert. The 1-0. Cutter inside. And 2-0. Chopped fair ball over to Naylor. Flips it to Miller. Out number 1. Nice job. Ooh, the Astros are down to their last strike. It is a full count. Love for them to lose. I hate the Astros. Drew Kavanaugh swings and misses on the first pitch. And ball 1. And, oh boy. Oh, Jesus, they walk Paredes. Now there's 2 on with 2 outs. When they were down to their last strike. Ooh! A swing and a miss, and a guard came off the bat. Oh, his elbow guard came off. That was weird. Now Walker represent. Paredes' game-winning run is on first. The 1-2. This ball. Oh, come on. Kavanaugh's on. That looked like a chopper for a second, but did it even? Oh, he just. Oh, it was just hitting the perfect spot to just not get anything off of it. Now 1 on, 1 out. Arise. Arise first pitch ball. Batting average leader since 2022. Batting average leader since 2022 arises 320. Wow. Okay, now the Astros are down to their last strike again. Oh, Mount Visit. In the top 5, actually number 2 is Freddie Freeman with 307, and then Judge, and then Yandy Diaz, and then Yordan. 3 batting titles with 3 teams. They're just talking about Arias and what he's done. 3 batting titles with 3 teams. And a pop-up, and he knows it. He knows that it's going to hurt his average. Ooh, I don't care. But anyway, they showed up a stat that had the best... that had absolutely nothing to do with the game. I don't care that he's had multiple batting titles with multiple different teams. It has nothing to do with the game. Eldridge, first pitch, strike, swing and a miss. On Miller. I think 3 more strikeouts and you get a mark on the card. High fly ball to center right field. Eldridge is trying to go back to the wall. And it's gone. A 2-out, 2-run home run for the Giants. This is tough. A 2-out. It wasn't on the last pitch. Robles. Oh, Robles tried to, but it hit the net first. A 2-run home run on that swing. Good going, Miller. This is not what we need. If anything, the Astros lost. A ball went strike. Swing and a miss. So this is not good. Us giving up 2 runs. 2-run home runs specifically. 1-2. Oh, it's in the center field for a base hit. God damn it. He had 2 strikes as well. Yep, that's going to be a mark. Gives up a hit on the last strike. Come on, Bryce. Now you're turning into a pumpkin. And now up is Devers, who I think is, like, what, the 6th batter this inning. Strike 1 looking. Strike 2. Yo 2. Pitches outside, and it's a... Ooh! Oh, he barely got in there. Emerson had a very acrobatic catch trying to get over the top. But that is a stolen base. Well, he tried it. I can't fault him for that. Those acrobatics. He did try. Runner on second. The 1-2 pitch for Devers. Swung on the left center field. Someone get it. Thank you. Robles. But damage has been dealt. And unfortunately, the worst possible, a very not good outcome from Miller. 2 runs, 3 hits. Didn't strike him out. Faced how many? 6. I do have a thing on other cards that has 6 batters in an inning. Not on this one. Due up is 7, 8, 9. Rayleigh, Robles, Emerson. I do have a thing that says 7, 8, 9 hitters completely bail out the rest of the offense. Basically, if those guys just go on multiple heaters, I'm going to mark it. But right now, where the score stands, offense has not existed against a team that is openly punting the season. In a playing terrible in a division where literally they bow down to Shohei. They're punting, and yet we can only get 1 hit off of these guys in 4 innings. Not good. Not good. All right, Rayleigh's going to lead things off. First pitch he sees is barely a strike. Rayleigh's going to lift this one out to left field for a base hit. Okay, a leadoff hit for the Mariners. Come on, Victor. Shows bunt. Ball. Too low. We are trying to get offense going. And this one's going to be bunted. Oh, my God. A pretty hard bunt, but it's... Rayleigh is out at second. Why are you... He bunts back to the pitcher. Why? I was just... That was not the play we needed. Like, a bunt foul. And now Robles is going to try and get to second, and he's caught stealing. Robles, what the hell are you doing? Bro, why are you stealing that? Now we got no runners on base and 2 outs. Because of you. A 1-0 count for Colt. And on the corner, strike. Leadoff man reaches, and then you bunt towards the pitcher, and then you try to steal second. The 1-2. Foul. Oh. So Logan Webb is going to be going tomorrow for the Giants, and guess who is going on Sunday? Robbie Ray. That name ring a bell? Gave up a three-run game-winning walk-off home run to Yordan in the ALDS. That Robbie Ray. Remember? The 2-2. Fouled. Lengthy at bat. Chopped over to second. Side gets retired. We are trailing 2-0 after 5, and we've only gotten 2 hits. Because Robles is a fucking moron. Ramos, Lee, Adames. Elliot Ramos is going to be leading off. And Crawford's not going to be able to get to it. That is a leadoff hit. So if we win this game, if we come back and win this game, we're going to be a half game back. This is what we need. What do? We give up a leadoff hit. A fielder's choice bunt and gets caught stealing. Yeah. And ooh, Naylor gets 1, 2. Oh, it's a bad throw. Tries to get a double play. Damn it, Colt. Now there's a runner on second. Yeah, you get 1 out. And now we got a runner in scoring position. So is that going to go as an error? Well, they're going to have a mound visit. Yes, it is. So after that error from Colt, now there's a runner on second, 1 out for Adames. First pitch fouled. Apologies. Looks like Ferrer and Davila are warming up right now. Foul ball. I did have a thing that said JP bad throw. Didn't have a thing that said Emerson bad throw. Another foul ball. Ball 1 down below. Ooh. Ripped foul ball. No check swing. Of course, it's a ball upstairs. It's a 2-2 count. Ferrer and Davila, yep, they're warming up. Adames, another foul ball. The 2-2. Hold. Oh my god. Okay, the one time I'm okay with that being a foul ball. Because that was in the left field. And who knows if Randy was actually going to make a play on it. There we go. We got him chasing something outside. That's strikeout number 6. That was huge. Swing and a miss. Gets ahead of him. Nice job. Oh, come on. You hit him? Wait. Did it actually hit the bat? Or did it hit him? Nope. It hit him. Yeah. It did. And Dan the man is coming out. Ferrera's going to be coming in. Yep. He's done. Damn it, Miller. Great start, and then you lost it. You absolutely lost it. Hit, strikeout. 4 batters faced. Now Jose Ferrera's coming out. To face Kavanaugh. Our bullpen has pitched the fewest innings in baseball this season. Giants are also in the top 5 of fewest innings pitched by a bullpen, first pitch ball for Kavanaugh. And with a 6-man starter, we're always going to be short 1 man in the bullpen. And you're fucking smiling about it. I wouldn't be laughing if I was you. The 1-1. Oh my god, Ferrer. And another ball. It's a 3-1 count. Come on, Ferrer. Oh my god. Ferrer, what the hell, man? You walk him. Now you gotta face a rise. Bases are loaded now, by the way. And you have a great contact hitter with a rise you gotta face now. Are you happy? First pitch ball, and that was a way miss. Yeah, you... So, once again, the number 9 hitter gets walked. Now it's a 2-0 count. What is going on, Ferrer? I mean, you have a top reliever facing a lefty, a number 9 lefty. You can't put him on. What are you doing? Okay, that's a strike looking. They're scared to pitch to a rise because they know exactly that he's a great contact hitter. Okay, strike 2. A 99. This guy does not strike out. In fact, the lowest strikeout rate in baseball. The 3-2. Chopped. Are you kidding me? Chopped. And it's an infield single. Young, what was that? Did he bobble that? Yeah, he did. It's an error. Error that's going to bring in Lee. So now it's 3-0. Bases are still loaded. I need to make an amendment to that. That's an E6 and an E4. So Bryce Miller is going to get another earned run. Ferrer. Holy shit, what was that? Damn. That's an out somehow. It gets chopped. Chopped a Colt to get the out. But because of Young's error, We do give up that run. Somehow, the Giants only get one hit out of that. But they do leave them loaded. Somehow. For Rare, in your time, you get a walk. Fielder's choice and error. Phase 3. One run scores, but you don't earn that one. Miller does. Due up is the top of our order. And I am really starting to get pissed off. Like, we're just struggling defensively and keeping them in this game. And we bring in a lefty to face a lefty. I don't... First pitch strike to JP. So after a terrible 6th inning on defense, this will be just the 3rd time in the order for Roop. No runs on 2 hits. Through almost 6. Strike looking on the curve. To 2-2. It's a full count. Three-two. JP's going to pop this one. Please just go foul. It does. Oh, man. Aaron Goldsmith says, like, oh, the Giants bullpen is not good. Oh, we make those guys look amazing. We make them look like starters. Three-two. And JP, you moron, you swing at that. It's a check, not even kind of a check swing, but it actually, no, they say you went around. You struck out swing on an obvious ball. That's going to be a hit right here. So if somehow the 7, 8, 9 hitters can bail out the rest of the offense, I doubt it, and we can get 2 RBIs and a hit, then we can get a bingo. Randy. First pitch, chops this one to shortstop. This man could go 6, 7 innings. All right. Now Canzone. Already. First pitch, foul. So we had 1 week off, and absolutely nothing has changed. This team still sucks offensively. We make a team that has 50 losses look amazing. Going back to the card, 3 or fewer hits through 6 innings. That sounds like us. Do up as Schmidt, Devers, and Ramos. Again, we faced him last inning. I'm keeping this up. Yep. They're switching pitchers. It is Nick Davila, who probably should have come in the last inning. Which means I can mark off new pitcher after less than 1 inning. So if we give up 2 more leadoff hits, then it's going to be a bingo. Yay. Bingos are always fun. Oh, now in comes Davila. Like he should have been in there in the last inning. And not a left on left. Upstairs, Paul. What is up with this team? Like, why have we not made any adjustments? It's been a week. Hopping in. Come on, Nick. Oh, there's a strike looking. Okay. Oh my god, Schmidt's going to let this one out into left field for a leadoff hit. That is, what, 2? That 2 leadoff hits. Yes, that is the second leadoff hit. And now it's Devers. 1 more leadoff hit, and we get a bingo. Strike 1 looking. And, ooh, strike 2 looking. And Devers is going to let this one out to shallow right. Rayleigh does make a play on it. We'll keep him at first. Elliot Ramos now up. Sinker down low. Like, why is this team unwatchable? Just ass all over. And what for the second half could be actually one of the easier schedules, we're not doing anything. Dan might be out of a job before the season's over. And this ball, oh my God, it's going to get through Colt. Schmidt's going to get into second. Ramos is at first. That is now 9 hits. One more hit, and we can mark another one off the card. Are you... Jung-Hoo Lee... Davila, what the hell are you doing? One pitch and you hit him? 2 singles and a hit by pitch. Oh my God. First pitch strike to Adames. Bases are loaded with only 1 out, so anything in the outfield is going to score at least 2. Oh, come on. They've completely blown this one wide ass open. Willy Adames just hit a grand slam. A 3-0 deficit has just turned into a grand slam. We've given up a grand motherfucking slam, and I'm so ready to be over this game. In the right center field, that... So that's 10 hits we've now given up. It is now 7-0. Now it's up to Drew Gilbert. So we have to go to a certain side of the bullpen because our offense can't do anything. We can't hit the broadside of a barn. We would have made different bullpen decisions if our offense would have done something. Oh my God. And another hit. Another fucking base hit this inning. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've almost... And this is the 8th batter we're facing this inning. Thank you very much, offense. You have screwed us today. This would sting way less if we'd actually done something with our runners. But we haven't even had one in scoring position. Wilson and Hollander might both be gone. Justin Hollander is our GM. But it's becoming very obvious that we are not changing anything. We haven't changed anything in 1 week. So why am I surprised that this is happening? Offense is doing nothing. We're making terrible coaching decisions. And ooh, foul tipped off of his foot. Now you know how we feel. All right. 2-2. Roped foul. And Arise is going to fly out. Five hits, I think. No, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 4. 4 hits. They're probably going to keep Roop in there. Cal's going to lead things off. Are they keeping Roop in there? I think so. But I'm sure most fans are probably leaving right about now. Roop is staying out there. check swing on the changeup. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2-0. Make it a 3-0 after the sinker goes down below. Strike one. Looking. Bullpen is up. Henches and Smith are warming up. That's a walk. Lead-off walk for Cal. It's fine. What? The hell? What? Oh my god, a nailer. One pitch grounds into a double play. Every time we have potentially something go right, we always just shoot ourselves in the foot. The hell is going on? Wait, no, what is going on? What? Oh no, is Chrome seriously crapping out? Young's gonna let this curveball out to right. Another one facing the minimum. What? Okay, that was weird. I had some issues with my mouse. So no, not a hit. So we walk again, but we ground into double play immediately, and we get sat down in order. This is just a complete microcosm of what we've been doing all fucking season. Now we got to go through the heart of their order with a new pitcher. This time it's Cole Wilcox, so we are absolutely punting this game. This has become like actually unwatchable baseball. We do get a bingo if Elridge gets a base hit. Well, at least the A's are losing that game. How the hell are you down 18-2? Yeah, there's no way you're coming down from 16 runs. The Angels, on the other hand, ooh, a hit and run, but they have 2 runners in scoring position. Ooh. A back foot sweeper from Wilcox. Okay. Okay. I see you. So no leadoff hit here. Yeah, I have one that says bases loaded results in 1 or less runs. We haven't even, I don't think we've even had a runner on second at all today. First pitch ball. Strike 1. Nope. Hold. There we go. Schmidt is going to be a weak ground ball from Cole. Throws good. 2 outs. First pitch, strike looking. A swing and a miss to Devers. So it's an 0-2 count already. The 0-2, low. Angels have 2 runners in scoring. They have second and third, 2 outs. Wilcox does strike out the side in order. So for the first time since the first inning, we sit them down in order. That's pathetic. So the entire AL West is going to lose today. This division sucks. Well, is Roop going to stay out there? That's my question. Unbelievable. The entire AL West is loses, and we can't take advantage of that. Jason Foley is coming out in place of Roop. Sorry. Rayleigh, Robles, Emerson. I don't know, unless we put in freaking Weston Wilson at this rate. First pitch to Rayleigh, sinker, check swing. Does he go? No, he doesn't. Sinker outside. Ooh, Rayleigh's going to lift this one. Foul. Rayleigh's going to chop this one over to their second base. Out number 1. Victor Robles. I'd be heading for the doors right about now, because we don't come back from these games. This is his first game back from a shoulder injury. That's what I'm hearing about this guy, Jason Foley. Robles is going to lift this one up. Oh, nearly lifted to right center, but flied out to second base. Should be more lined out, I should say. And now it's Cold Emerson. What a frustrating game. It lets the entire Mariners fan base know that we have not made any adjustments in the long-ass All-Star break. And yes, I did hear something on the broadcast that we have not been good the first half of the season, and we're actually being way more honest right now. It's a 3-0 count. This reminds me so much of Scott Service in his last few games. Like, we're not making any adjustments. We're just going with the status quo. Hopefully, just something changes internally. We made Landon Roop look like a god. 3-1 count. Emerson fouls. And the worst part about today, we're probably not going to get a bingo either. A 3-2 to Colt. Swings, fouls back. 3-2 to Colt. Another foul ball. And you strike out swinging. We've sent the minimum to the plate 4 times. That would have been a mark on another card. Not kidding. I'll be right back. Mother Rucker. It's Michael Rucker. First pitch strike. Second pitch swinging strike. And then Ramos pops this one to Rayleigh. All right, now it's Lee, who's been 2 for 3 today. First pitch strike. Strike looking. And the ball. And a foul ball. The 1-2 count for Lee. Another foul. And now it's a full count. Yeah, there's quite a few Giants fans, and they're trying to do the freaking wave. Like, we still have fun at ballparks. Foul ball. Another one. Oh my god. They're getting after him. And this is going to be in between. Robles can't make the catch. It just parachutes into no man's land. Hit number 12 for the Giants. Fully rested bullpen, and we put in mop-up relievers for the biggest bats, like earlier on. We could have another reliever, but no, we have this we have a 6-man starting rotation. And our GM is okay with that. Swinging a miss for Adames. Okay. It's another strikeout. Oh my god. And I guess who got their first big league homer today? Former Mariner Harry Ford. He had a walk-off sac fly in a game against the Angels. And of course, we let him go to another team, and he just does way better. This is what we do as a legacy of failure. Okay, 2 strikes. Who the hell is that guy? A long hold here, 0-2 upstairs. Now the announcers are just saying stupid shit because they can't say how bad we are right now. On the ground, 4-3. That's an out. 3 more outs. 3 more outs, and our suffering can end for the day. Due up is the top of our order. Crawford, Rosarina, Canzone. Last time these three faced was the 6th inning. We've gone out in order 4 straight innings. And 5 innings total. Actually, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 innings total we've gone out in order. 4 straight innings. It's just nothing. This is just a nothing game. This just showed everyone that we're punting the rest of the season. We're tanking. Two hits, and they both have been singles. All of our other base running has come from walks, and all of them have been stranded or Victoroless. We have not. No one has reached second base. No one reaching second. This is the Giants. They suck. We are way better than this. First pitch ball, and it's who? Killian? Caleb Killian. They don't need to go to a closer. The 2-0 count. JP on the... Oh, it gets bobbled by their shortstop. Still not a hit. Still not a base hit. Errors do not count as hits. Doesn't count as a base hit. Now up is Randy. One zero 2-0. I do have a mark on the card that says 2 RBIs and a single hit. And Randy was walking away from that, like, and JP's into second off of a passed ball. He just stepped away from it, and it just kind of clanked. Wait, did that go through his glove? The glove was in the right spot. Whoa, you don't see that often. When was the last time you ever seen that? The ball just went straight through his glove. So this is our first runner in scoring position today. This is our first runner at second, and that's not even off of a hit. It's off of a E6 and what? An E6 and a passed ball. Randy strikes out swinging. Three balls followed by 3 swinging strikes. I'd start booing this team right about now. Canzone, pop, fly, foul. So that's yet another no hit with a runner in scoring position. And you swing at that. That was in the dirt. Moron. We need Julio back. We need Julio back like yesterday. And Donovan. And we need to trade for someone. The 0-2. Down and in the dirt. And Canzone's going to chop this one to first. It's going to be an out there. It will move JP over to third. Wu tomorrow, and then Gilbert on Sunday. And now is Cal. And we're all smiles in the freaking dugout. Broncos country, let's ride. Another swinging strike. That's being challenged. It doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, it is a ball. And in the dirt. Two count. Just end this game right now. Here's what the bingo card looks like. No bingo today. Foul ball. The 2-2. Chopped foul. 2-2. High ball. Three two. Fly. Foul. Three two again. And that's the game. Fly out to third. We lay a goose egg in our return home after the All-Star break. 2 hits. And only 1 runner in scoring position, and we can't get a single damn hit off of it. Who knows? This is probably our best chance to actually win a game this series. It is hard being a Mariners fan, and it's hard to watch a team and call games like this. When you have a team that is absolutely unwatchable. I will see you guys Sunday. Hopefully it's a rubber match game. Take care.